100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Black 20. Hey, we got Mike. No foul. Mike 53. Focus. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Check 43. Solid. 5 down.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check. Pilot, 64. Weak. Watch the ship. Slam.
Now a draw play with Drake. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Block 80. Check 53. Okay, just like that. Hey, let's go. Black, what's that?
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Vikings. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue, explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
Down. 90 Wolf. Right there. 56. I Check three.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Drake. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check 4. Check good. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Easy. Check.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eger to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Now. Check. Come. Check. Ready.
This is Hunt. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6.
60 Pittsburgh.
Check tight.
Protein spill.
Check 50. Check.
Yes.
Check the call.
Now.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. These two teams all tied after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now it's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
50. Alert.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, orbit.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Blitz coming and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait and enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Right there, 56. Watch the screen. Recon, 152 fighter. Check your hot read. Go. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. Check 50.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
To throw on third down. Herbert. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jeffrey Simmons drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll run again with Hunt. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Under 10. Hey, lock it. 10. Joker. Rock it. Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. Rush coming, and he's taken down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hey, alert. Double bump. Say. Check. Hey, Wahoo. Flare.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Geno Atkins got home that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Set. H.E. Gator. Cut. Five. Go, run.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Ready. 8-3. 56. Pilot, 64. Weak. Slam.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made there by Takk McKinley.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Blue draw Corpus. Check nickel. Black and run.
Running, it's Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Roethlisberger. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 18, Gator. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On first down. Hunt looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. 56, Mike, 56. I'll get him. Hey.
2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try to finish it ourselves.
He's going to fire one. That's caught at the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 51 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kenyon Drake with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 22, Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 78 yards. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, and this one complete to Smith. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
It's fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Right back to Drake. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Vikings on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, Drake. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Prater's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is from...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Vikings, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Dape,
check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunters. Whole team counting, that's a big number.